All right, so hey, people of God, this is Rashana B back with On My Way Up movement. You guys, I'm back with an inspiring word. So you guys, I haven't been on here for a little while because I have not been feeling well. My allergies have had me down for the count. Okay, my eyes and everything are still jacked up, but you guys, of course, you know I still have been in communion with God. You guys have still been in my prayers. I see that even without me posting in the past week or so, I got a few new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you here on this platform, and for those that have been here, you already know how I feel about you. You already know that I love you and I appreciate your support. So people of God, God gave me a word, and it was specifically about foolish, relentless enemies. And if you don't know what a foolish, relentless enemy is, God broke it down for me. Foolish meaning these are enemies that keep coming for you, no matter how diplomatic, how peaceable you are, no matter how humble you are, how meek you are. You know you're trying to be kind, polite, respectful towards them, and they just keep coming. Okay, this is completely unnatural. Okay, I want you to understand that this is not about them being under satanic agency. This is a person that is on assignment to afflict you. Okay, because they are coming for you unprovoked. You're not even messing with them. Okay, and God is still showing them mercy and grace, still blessing them, still being generous to them, even though they are coming for his anointed. Okay, and we know scripture, touch not God's anointed. Okay, and they're still coming for you. You know, God is a God that has promised that whoever curse you, he will curse them, and whoever bless you, he will bless them. And yet it's still, okay, God is still being good and generous to them, still giving them time to get it right, to leave you alone. Okay, and they're foolish enough to not understand that. Okay, and this is what makes them foolish. Okay, relentless meaning, again, they're coming for you relentlessly. They're coming for you non-stop, again, no matter what. You don't even have to be worried about them. You don't even have to look their way. You don't even have to mention them, and they're coming for you. They're all on social media about you. You know, they're just still lying on you, still going hard with the smear campaign, still doing all they can, okay? Tearing up your car, you know, still, you know, showing up at your job, trying to embarrass you, still gossiping, slandering. I mean, they're still going for it. They are relentless. And I want you to know that this is all a part of the plan, okay? Because again, God has to say it's okay for them to do that, okay? No one can afflict you or touch you without God say so, okay? And I want you to understand, when you have a foolish and relentless enemy, they are not just under satanic agency. They are on satanic assignment. They have been assigned to your life to afflict you, to try you, to test you, and God is allowing you, okay? And why he's allowing it is because he is trying to strengthen you to learn how to overcome your haters, overcome unforgiveness, overcome wrath, overcome vengeance, overcome resentment, okay? Overcome offense, okay? This is a test, okay? This is like a spiritual gym for you, okay? A spiritual exercise for you. And I know that you feel the stretching, the pulling. I know that you feel like you've taken so much and you just can't take anymore. People of God, stop. Stop. Do not react. Continue to exhibit the fruits of the Spirit. Continue to trust God. I know that it is hard, but this is the object of the game, to detour you, excuse me, to derail you, to stop you from receiving your blessings, okay? Because unforgiveness, offense, wrath, all of those things, malice, those things will stop you from receiving what God has got for you. He is testing you. He is allowing this to happen because he needs to know that you are strong enough, okay, to overcome, okay? Strong enough in spirit to forgive, okay? And so the thing about it is that God comes and checks you out and see where your heart is, what posture your heart is in, what state or stance your heart is in, okay? And he can't give you the blessing if you're full of wrath and unforgiveness, okay? He'll simply just say, okay, she's not ready yet. And then you'll have to be in that situation because it's just like grade school. It'll keep coming your way until you pass it. You will not upgrade or level up until you pass that test, okay? This test These foolish, relentless enemies are more about you than them, okay? They're on satanic assignment. We already know their destiny. We already know their fate. This is why God asks you to have mercy on your enemies, to pray for mercy for them, okay? Because they're already sold. They're over with, okay? This is about you, okay? This is about trying the contents of your heart. God needs to know that he can trust you, because as a child of God, you are going to always encounter haters. You're going to always encounter jealous haters, envious haters. You have got to get used to it. And if every time you find yourself bogged down with unforgiveness, hate, wrath, and offense because a hater is trying you, you are never going to have peace, and you're never going to be able to walk into your destiny, and you're never going to be able to operate in your full spiritual capacity, okay? It will completely X you out of the race, okay? And so, as a child of God, you got to understand the reason why you have a foolish, relentless enemy is because you are powerful, because you are great, because you are a threat to the enemy and the enemy's camp, because you have great blessings headed your way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have enemies, and you especially wouldn't have a foolish enemy, a foolish, relentless enemy. See, an enemy and a foolish, relentless enemy are two different things. You know, you have an enemy, somebody who will try you, and you know, they'll just move on. But a foolish, relentless enemy, that's a whole different thing. That's like a thorn in your flesh, if you've ever had one, okay? I mean, this is the type of hater that you really want to look at them and be like, bro, sis, are you okay? You are literally obsessed with me. That's what you want to tell them. Like, what is the problem? Get over it. I'm not even messing with you. I'm not even bothering you. That's what you want to say to them, okay? Because they will literally try you, and they actually look like crazy, okay? They look like they're almost insane the way they keep coming, okay? And so God is allowing this, people of God. You have got to get used to it. You cannot let them take you off course, okay? You are on the highway. Isaiah 35 talks about the highway, and the highway is for those who walk in righteousness, okay? And it says the wicked ones cannot get on this path, okay? Stay on the highway. And the highway is operating in the fruits of the Spirit, okay? Continuing to pray for mercy for your enemies, continuing to fight off that spirit. I want you to understand, offense will arise, okay? We know that John the Baptist suffered with it. Plenty of people suffered offense in the Bible, okay? And so it's not about it coming upon you. It's about you keeping it and wallowing in it, staying in it. Flush it out. Look at it like having a catheter in your heart. That's what a catheter does. When impurities get into the heart, it flushes it out. When offense hits you, flush it out. Go to God. Cry about it, scream about it, rant about it. It is okay. David did it countless times when he was going through it with Saul. That was a foolish, relentless enemy. And one thing about a foolish, relentless enemy is that only God can get them up off of you. Only God could stop Saul, okay? Only God could get the Ammonites and the Moabites and the Amalekites up off the Israelites. They kept coming. In fact, the Amalekites was so much so of a foolish and relentless enemy that God swore that he would be at war with them from generation to generation, okay? These were enemies, the Philistines, that would not stop. They would not stop. Saul would not stop. He actually ended up committing suicide, okay, in war. Okay, he would not stop coming for David. He chased David for 13 years in a cave. David wrote countless psalms about how he felt about this foolish, relentless enemy, his frustration, his pain, the injustice. You know, he was basically saying, I got somebody coming for me that I ain't even done nothing to. He spared the man life twice. Now, if that's not being diplomatic and as peaceable as possible, I don't know how else, to explain it. And, us as children of God, we're in a place where that's what we're trying to do. And this is why your conscience should be clear, and you should know that God is going to deal with your foolish, relentless enemies. But at this point, okay, this is about you passing the test. Okay, their object of their game is to get you off course, so that when the blessing comes, okay, and God takes a look at you, he say, nah, she ain't ready. Her heart full of unforgiveness. She didn't fell into the trap. She not strong enough. She ain't ready enough. Okay? Because when I bless her, what I got for her, do you know how many haters she's gonna have? Do you know how many haters he's gonna have? Do you know how many people that's gonna be jealous and envious? Such is life. You won't have just one foolish, relentless enemy in life. Okay? And so eventually it starts somewhere where you end up building a capacity to be able to just overcome them by peace. Okay, so people of God, I hope this encourages you. I hope that if you have foolish, relentless enemies, that you understand just how great you are, just how blessed you are, and that the best is yet to come. Okay, so people of God, have a blessed one, and I'll be back with another word.